Live.
Oh, no, you take it.
All right, here we are with game number 2. It looks like Caleb's at least going to start here for the Pilots as they match up against the Mojo once again for the second game of the night. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on all major social media platforms. And MO WIFF is brought to you by Bomarito Automotive Group. All right, we are preparing here. The Mojo and Sam Skibby, along with Gus Skibby, Brett Spencer. We'll see what lineup they use for game number 2. Apparently someone is missing from the Mojo at the moment. Chris Metter has walked up to the plate, and we're getting ready to play some wiffle ball.
Wiffle ball.
So here we go. So Caleb Schweigert trying to solidify his Rookie of the Year candidacy by pitching another inning.
Just
at least
his 100 strikeouts career so far. Got that in the first game.
Yeah, against lifelong friend Colin Wilkerson. There's a good pitch.
Found out that he didn't want to throw him what he thought he wanted to see, and turns out to be the correct decision.
There's a good pitch.
That was clean.
1-2. There it is. Strikes him out.
That's right.
The SWBL Cardinals of Mo WIFF are looking very strong.
Maybe here, but not there. Yeah, you did. You didn't hit me. No, I was the walk that Tom was trying to give me.
All right.
That was the first game I didn't have a single out.
Wish our name was on it more.
Looks like
It is.
Is it
Caleb
though?
was taught the clean ball slider between the games, and it looks like he's been able to dial that in right off the bat.
Yeah, you know, some people got it and some people don't. Caleb's definitely got it.
There's definitely a skill set being able to throw a clean ball. Something I struggle to do myself.
You know what? I'm lucky to throw strikes, so I'm not going to try a clean ball.
Or a dirty ball, or any type of ball.
You know what? Apparently, for the longest time, I scuffed my balls backwards anyways, so, you know, is what it is. I was given a lot of trouble for that at UWIFs last year. That is 5.
Taking the double walk.
Yeah, this could be an issue for Caleb as he has already pitched an entire game here tonight. That'll be the storyline here, is if he can manage to do it again. Here's a question. Did we make sure that he wasn't going to go over his innings limit by pitching back-to-back?
Who cares?
I don't remember what they were, but he was up there as one of the top innings guys.
Innings limit being 50.
Yeah, I know he was in, I thought, upper 30s, and he just threw 5. So he's definitely getting close.
No. Okay.
Which could effectively end the pilot season.
I mean, they got 20 players.
Oh, well, now he's at 35.
So the Pilots have 3 more games, perhaps.
I guess he's got the rainbow socks on. You know he's going to be on the game. It's not fucking fair right now.
It is just 5. So the Pilots may be at 3, maybe at 5.
Well, I believe Cam said during game 1 that should the Mojo sweep tonight, the Archers, Melonheads, and Mambas all clinch. So a Mojo sweep.
Oh, that angle hurts.
A Mojo win in regulation is going to pretty much all but solidify our playoffs for the year.
Which that's a great idea.
I like that idea.
Skibby
The
on
only
third,
person that can stop it.
Yeah, there are skibbies everywhere.
just skibbies galore out there. And
I'm tied in home runs.
if you're Brett Spencer, you're looking to drive a skibby in at this point. Double skibby.
Either of
RBI.
us. Doesn't matter. I just.
I got to pitch only walked like 3 times last night. I want to pitch against I want
He's about to face the Empire.
I see Jake.
1-1 the count.
What is that supposed to mean, Sam?
Just misses outside.
2-1 here. Oh,
Down the line.
that was weird sounding.
Hit it off the end of the bat. This is a sound I know all too well, Jason.
Oh,
What an absolute
yuck.
Stunner of a pitch. And that's
He went 0
That's a hat tipper.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Clean ball.
Brett's excited.
If you're
That's
playing
awesome.
with him in NWA, you're happy.
Well, apparently Brett's happy he struck out
You're
now.
happy
Dude,
for
that
Brett
pitch was
'cause-
so good.
Yeah,
That's
he
awesome.
likes that. That's what you want to see.
Yeah, you'll be able to watch them play if they make it to the championship at NWLA on ESPN Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, just what you needed.
Yeah, don't give him more pitches.
He went.
No, he didn't. Oh, and one on the check swing. A little low.
What kind of bat here do we have?
This is a...
Very well put together bat. Green handle. You got a little black tape, maybe some blue tape.
I'm going to be honest, I have no idea what's going on.
I have 3 balls, 1 strike.
I also have 3 balls, 1 strike. That I do know.
Oh, you do have that.
Yeah, everything going on with that bat, I have no idea though.
That's fine. A lot of
This is so Blake hit the home run that gave the Mojo the lead and basically the win in game 1.
nothing game.
2-0. There's a runner on. Well, here you are in a 4-1, and Blake has an opportunity to do the damage again off Caleb.
And he draws the
That's
ball.
5. You gotta throw it.
Gotta go to him.
Well, I guess you don't have to, but
You'd be a fool not to.
I
Don't
mean,
wanna
Blake
give
is a
anybody-
very good 55 and under.
I
53.
just don't believe in giving anybody a free hit.
I'm not a big fan of it either. Spencer was trying to get me to do it against the Mojo last week. I opted not to, and it worked out.
So he kind of hangs one kind of up in the air, stays inside. 3-0 the count.
Yeah, he wanted me to throw to Jackson 55 and under with a runner on. Or no, I don't remember. There was some situation he was going to walk and a run, and he wanted me to give up the run. Or maybe he wanted me to throw it. Oh, gets him swinging.
Hits his swing. Absolute stunner. That's 3 outs.
Yeah, the
They
Mo.
don't even
That's
realize
3.
that. They don't even know
That's 3.
how many outs they have.
Yeah, that is interesting because the Mojo are the only team in Mo WIFF history to have their entire roster strike out on 55 and under.
It is correct. That happened against the Archers.
Yeah, absolutely wild. So Mo WIFF here. It is 3 outs. Yeah, it's 3 outs presented by Bommarito Automotive Group. Bommarito is Missouri's #1 automotive group. They sell and service every make and model and have your next vehicle in stock or on the way. Find them on social media and bommarito.com. This game has a lot of playoff implications, and the playoff sponsor is Homestand. Homestand is America's strike zone. That's what our clear strike zone is. There's a strike zone out in the outfield for warm-ups. Both are Homestand strike zones, and they are made, custom-made using the best materials and paint for the market for longevity and durability. It's kid-owned and family-managed. Check out their Instagram for more information. Brett Spencer on the hill.
Oh, almost got taken out.
Brett Spencer, known for his Top Gun.
That's a good pitch. I don't like facing it too much. It has a lot of bite, a lot of drop.
Yeah, I think the toughest part is it looks like it's going to hang, and then it just falls off a cliff.
Yeah, so if you attack it, you're going to chase it down low.
The underhand one, not as good.
I love
The
that.
upper is where it's at.
Yeah, I love the underhand one. Don't tell him because I see it coming. But that one there, that he just throws.
Yeah, that one, unfortunately, I believe when I batted against him last week, he told me he was throwing it every pitch, so I struck out.
Did he throw it every pitch?
He did throw it every pitch. The Mojo and SWBL players are very honest when they tell you they're going to throw the same pitch over
I
and
think
over.
Skibby proved that with Tony Saggio.
And Brett has proved to be a reliable source as well.
Yeah. So if he
Ew.
wants it again, do you want it again?
Yeah, his first one he threw to me was probably a foot over my head and then hit the top of the zone. So,
Yeah, that's happened to me.
what are you supposed to do with that?
I don't know. Attack. Go up and get it. Step backwards. Jump. I don't know. There's something you can do.
Yeah, and I'm not short, so that was a pretty high pitch to begin with. All right, Mark Vogler getting to lead it off here.
Really the lifeblood of the Pilots at this point.
Yeah, I mean, so far Mark has been the only Pilots player other than their captain to remain with the team since the beginning. That sounds exhausting, but Mark has been here through and through,
Sticking it out.
heart and soul of this lineup.
Battled through with the Archers last week or 2 weeks ago with us, and stuck with it and pitched a pretty good game. Didn't get a lot of run support, but he's been sticking with it. He can hit. He's always making contact. He's a dangerous hitter that you don't really want to face.
Yeah, I mean, Mark has been an under-the-radar player since the beginning.
Oh, you had him.
Speaking of under the radar, Top Gun
Yeah,
dove
Under the radar.
right under the radar.
Wow.
I know. I was congratulating Blake on the bench. He did so much.
Hey, fuck the Mojo.
Jesus.
Yeah, I didn't say that. It was somebody else.
That was Paul.
And
There's a good strike there.
That was not an Indian voice. Come on.
Oh.
Oh my God.
breaks
that's
another
dirty.
one off.
Is your
Back to
whole
back
team
Top
just
Gun.
nasty at pitching? Like,
No,
what
they're
is
just
it?
nasty
Looking
people.
like Miles Teller out here. Is that his name?
I don't know who that is.
That's
So.
the actor that played in Top Gun.
How many
right?
pitchers
Oh,
do you guys
maybe.
have?
6'2".
Tom Cruise.
Not fair.
For
Well,
Miles.
Quinn isn't a pitcher.
Good pitch
Nasty
there.
little screwball there.
I'm going to be honest with you, I don't even know if I've seen Top Gun, so.
Second one's good. First one you'd think that you
Chill out.
wonder how that was actually a film that made any money.
No,
Do you want to? This is the more unique situation here, though, because Brett on the Hill throws the Top Gun. He's playing the Pilots,
Correct.
his original team,
Where
where the name was named because of his pitch, and then he left.
Yeah, so he took his Top Gun talents to Mojo Beach.
chill out, 34.
And he's now knocking the Pilots out of the sky with the very pitch that was.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy because the Mojo kind of feel like the retirement home of wiffle ball players, but they're all very talented and they're winning wiffle ball games.
Actually, 3/4 of
You know, there's something to be said when you're playing with friends, you're having a good time, and I think the Mojo have kind of
They just got some mojo.
embodied that, and they're having a good time. They're winning games, and that usually it makes the game fun when you're winning, and then when you're winning and you're having fun, those things just keep moving together until someone takes you out.
That's 4-2. Full count now to Sam Gildahouse, who's been probably one of the best players on this team. That's 5. Wow, Brett gonna walk him. I figured you just throw the Top Gun really slow and strike him out, but guess not.
I had respect for Sam there. I mean,
Yeah,
you got a guy who was drafted later in the draft, and he's outplayed his draft position. At this point, I think you consider him a steal.
Yeah, you know what? I think the only bigger steal in that draft is that giant peanut butter I have in my cabinet. I haven't had to buy peanut butter for a long time.
Now, see, I thought the life expectancy of that would be already played out. And look at it, we let this
It's
go.
peanut butter.
Well, actually, I should have said the life expectancy after I assumed you were eating it.
You know, honestly, I don't eat a lot of peanut butter, but I do enjoy a good peanut butter sandwich or a peanut butter and jelly, depending on depending on how lazy I am, whether I want to get the jelly out or not. You know what? I don't hate just a plain peanut butter sandwich. We do have a pitching change here.
We had Chris Metter making that play at short.
We did, yes, and Sam Gildahouse now on the hill for the Pilots. So hopefully we get that pitching change into the score sheet.
I had their house to myself.
He's now pitching shortstop.
His family lives in Alabama.
All right, so Sam Gildahouse, like we said, has been a big part of this team.
Fucking beautiful.
Kind of an under-the-radar pitcher, as he wasn't even one of the starting pitchers, for this team coming out of the gate. And then all of a sudden they kind of had to use him out of necessity, and they said, "Oh, we actually got something."
Yeah, he showed up on the scene with authority and delivering strikes right down the middle, and he's good. Back.
All right, here's Quentin Meyer. He hit his first home run last week of his career. Myself. He had a couple base hits last week as well, and then got benched for game 1 here. There was a lot of rumors that maybe he had been traded or that he was benched due to not hustling out one of those base hits. But here he is getting an opportunity to play against Sam Gildahouse. We have not yet had a chance to talk to Doug about what transpired with the Quentin Meyer benching in game 1, but we're creating storylines.
Yeah, I would like to see the idea on that. Mojo have a lot of people hitting, and so
I was kind of
whether or
hoping.
not they take an advantage of a slow lineup.
I was kind of hoping that they were going to be the first team to bat 7. There's a big swing. I thought that would have been cool.
I thought we were going to.
Whenever I talk about my
Who's-
belly, whenever I say
Yeah, I have a full count as well. Who is not playing this game? I guess it helps when you mind.
Hot mic.
Hit another bomb here at 34.
So Colin Wilkerson not in the lineup for this game after being traded for a first-round pick and Greg Thornton. They ought to.
Potential. He's staying in.
Oh, you
And he
get.
hops out.
Boo!
Yeah.
Puts him on second.
Oh, he's walking you.
Second. Quick second.
You're up. There's only two?
Alright, matter.
All right, Chris Metter up now.
Second. Richard decided it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like on paper the Mojo gave up a decent amount to get Colin, and then to not play him. You know, I do wonder after Colin's, his debut against us last week probably was not exactly what you want. You know, you trade for a guy, you kind of hope you get a little more out of him than a loss when you only have one of those all year.
Well, and that's kind of been Colin's thing. He's pitched great games, just hasn't got the win, but it doesn't mean that
Yeah, you would think.
it keeps your team in it every
But then you also come to a team that all they know is winning, and so you find yourself kind of that odd man out. If you're not putting the ball in play right away, you know, you're not throwing strikes right away.
Yeah, correct. He's getting old. He's gonna have to dial this in, deciding what to do. He's gonna
Yeah,
get himself-
unfortunately, these next two hitters are really not the guys you want to be super dialed in for. These are the guys you might want to pitch around a little bit more, but now you don't have those bases open.
Yeah, you're not afforded that ability, and you have Gus Giving for would love nothing more than to come all the way from where he lives down and get a couple RBIs.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of talked about that in the first game, that, you know, Gus could have been the best talent of the draft, but his availability to play really knocked down his value to a lot of these clubs.
Yeah, wasn't even considered really as a rookie. Or even
And that's just absolutely a snuff. That's just not fair. He has not played in this league, and just because he's got the same last name as, you know, a past MVP, you know, it doesn't mean that you don't get to carry that rookie title. I have 4-1.
okay.
He did throw one off that inside corner, I believe.
Alright.
Alright.
That time.
I think we're full here.
Hold it down.
Sam
Oh my goodness.
And he
Oh,
misses.
just misses outside.
Outside
That's
corner.
5.
And he's got. You gotta go.
You pitching
gotta
too?
go.
This might be the situation you just double walk
Just
it.
go to the double.
Because
But look who's
it-
coming up behind him. You got Sam.
I agree, but also go look at the SWBL stats. I mean, the Skibby's
Goose.
mash, man. I mean, at this point, if you throw him a strike, you're basically just making it 3-0.
Which came in good.
Oh, I guess I should watch.
Warriors gotta pay attention.
He's looking at the
Yeah, it's weird when the rookie pays a little bit more attention than the old veteran. You know, there has been a few rumors that maybe Sam's attention there goes the other way.
Yeah.
That's a best case scenario.
That's what you're getting.
That's a
That is a
smart piece of
best
hitting.
case scenario.
That's a smart piece of hitting, dude.
That is absolutely the best thing that could have
Very
happened
smart.
that wasn't an out.
That is correct. That is correct. That is.
Because that's better than the double walk because he's only on first.
Baby. Come on, Sam.
Still scores a
Keep it
run.
going.
Some people have been questioning, though. You know, Sam Skibby's been missing a few weeks the last couple years. You know, a little bit more lax while he's playing. There's just been a little bit of talk of, you know, does he really have that dog in him anymore? You know, or is he just kind of here cruising on the big contract? You know, he signed that big deal, and maybe he's just, you know, maybe the effort's not quite there as much. This could be a double play ball.
He pays attention. He loses focus for just a second, but he's able to get it off. Does it actually turn the lead away? In this league, runners hold.
Runners do hold. One away for Brett Spencer. I tell you what, every one of these Mojo players carries a big bat on them. They also can hit the ball.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, and just right to mark, though. And nobody on the Mojo is paying attention enough to call tag. Nobody on the Mojo paying attention. Unfortunate. Your team just cost you. That could have been a tag-up situation in RBI. Now no one's paying attention. Not a single person. You know, and that's where you really look to your key player in Sam Skibby to be paying attention, and the focus just isn't there.
Once again, that big contract.
One of our RBIs for Billy.
Yeah, well, there's just a lot of rumors that maybe that big contract's gone to your head.
Absolutely has.
Sam Skibby is one of those players that you just got to expect every year is going to break the record for largest Mo Wiff contract. You know, if he signs for anything less than he did last year, I would be disappointed. He's got to at least, make another $50. That dirt's not going to pay for itself. There's a good pitch.
Fieldhouse has got to have to dig down and find the middle of the strike zone. You're not going to go once again to an under 50 run situation with 2 runners on base.
Yeah, because Blake is a hitter, and he showed it in game 1. He showed it last week.
Especially after you give it a gift by not having a tag situation.
Yeah, I mean
get out of this inning with 1 run.
Attaboy.
That's
Forcing
5.
the
That's
back.
not going to be how this plays out.
I'll watch for you.
Blake had an incredible season at SWBL.
But I'm
One of the best hitters in the league, so having this 55 and under situation, I mean, you could say that about all of these Mojo players that play at SWBL, and Blake is just going to get under it.
Red 75.
Wow.
That was not 75.
Red.
Bottom of the second, still 1-0 Mojo.
Fieldhouse getting out of a jam.
Yeah, it could have been worse, but the Mojo couldn't capitalize.
I'm not gonna lie.
All right, we are going to thank
So it had to probably go to your name.
our division sponsors, Feather Shark. Feather Shark is located in Chesterfield, Missouri. Feather Shark is the leading IT provider for fire districts in the metro area. They provide, manage, support VoIP phones, desktop servers, networks. Find out more at feathershark.com. UCCSTL. UCCSTL will recover money owed to you from creditors, collect on court judgments awarded to you and or your business. Go to UCCSTL.com for more information. That's going to bring up Caleb Schweigert.
69 cent. I beat the shit out of ball yesterday.
We're not, no. That'd be disappointing. A lot of talking for no reason. I unmuted it immediately after you muted it because I was afraid of it.
I'm glad you're back, Jason. It's been weird without you.
I was here last week.
I wasn't. But before that, you weren't, and it was weird.
Well, it happens.
Limited
Yuck.
technology and skills when you're not here, and also the color commentary.
Yeah, I don't know if you can call it color commentary anymore, Rory. It's a new age, but I get what you're saying. 3-0. Oh, low. 4-0. All right, right off the bat, Caleb finds himself in a good hitter's count. That's 5. I'm really disappointed in Brett not throwing the 55 and
I
under.
mean, that's kind of his thing, right?
Yeah, it's like it's the same pitch, but slower. He throws the exact same nasty pitch, but slower, and gets a lot of outs.
The helicopter flies over.
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, there is a rumor around the league that the pilots pay these people to fly over.
What a distraction.
Yeah, at opportune times.
Have you played a lot of like medium?
There's a
What
good
an
pitch.
absolute nasty top guy there. So,
1-1.
correct me if I'm wrong, Brett Spencer is considered one of the top pitchers in the league.
Yeah, him and Sam Skibby are on the same team, which seems a bit unfair.
Oh, that's so now they've combined forces here and there.
Yeah, it's almost like a little collusion maybe, but
One would never accuse anyone of
we
that
would
without
not.
having
We would not accuse anyone of something like that. I actually believe the truth is that Brett wasn't planning on playing this year. And then they used the influence of Sam Skibby in free agency. There's a strikeout to secure Brett as a part-time player. And Brett said, you know what, I'll come back as a part-time player. But Doug has done a fantastic job at getting these guys to show up. You know, Brett and Jackson and Chris are all historically guys that were not showing up, part-time players, and Doug has really influenced them to show up as much as they possibly can.
Well, and I had this point. If you're Jackson Crosby at this point, you have to show up. You're on a campaign at this point.
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to win Cy Wiffle, which I cannot stand that name, but
And as I say that, I realize now at this point, Jackson Crosby is not here.
yeah, Jackson Crosley did not appear for this series. There was some social media rumblings that Jackson was above this matchup. A little too good for this matchup, so make sure you comment down below. What do you think of those statements? Do you think that Jackson would say something like that? Our camera has gotten a little buggy here.
Frozen?
We're just a little laggy. I don't know if that is what it looks like on the actual
we got a
recording or
ground ball
not.
to
Ground ball to...
First base. Was
Sam's
easily
got it.
killed by Sam's kid.
Yeah, I'm betting that's an internet issue there as we lag for the second out.
We really shouldn't have internet issues considering we don't do anything.
No, but the internet connects the phones together for the recording.
And that phone will be in Cam's pocket.
It's kind of fixed up like
Maybe ask Cam to come back over here because that could be the problem because it's now no longer doing that. Cam, you can't walk that far away. Everything lagged really bad while you were gone. We just realized that was the correlation there. It wasn't like terrible, like everything was still happening, but it was really like choppy for a second. Yeah, it's fine now.
OT the count.
Yep, we are good.
Is it 1 and 2?
I don't know. I was more worried about the camera.
It's
We'll
something
just,
in 2.
yeah, something in 2. Hopefully Brett just ends our worrying.
Good take, 69.
Okay, this is not going well, but I'm going to bet that the top gun's coming right here.
Oh, the underhand. The undergun. The undergun. You got the top gun and the undergun.
We're going to get full count considering
It's-
all those balls just
There is the strikeout, which is interesting that I would call it the undergun considering it's not just the bottom gun, which would be the opposite. I like the undergun. Undergun sounds better. All right, heading to the top of the third inning, we are going to thank Lit Cigar Bar, or Lit Cigar Lounge. I apologize. They are premium cigar and whiskey bar, so they are a bar. Located in Chesterfield, Missouri. You can find them at litstl.com. Go give them a follow on social media. Auto Spa, etc. is our player of the week. They have quick, convenient, just drive-through car washes. They've also got the full detail centers. All you gotta do is go check them out on autospa.etc.com to find those locations because Auto Spa, etc. is clearly better and it shows in the shop.
And what a great company. I mean, those guys really put a lot of faith in this league.
Yeah, that's because I didn't have a battery pack and I just moved on.
And they've made this league extremely exciting.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's what we do.
They build up this defense.
We're here in the top of the third, 1-0 Mojo. And it's almost a little sad that you see the Pilots come out week in and week out and compete, but they're just not quite over that hump to become a playoff team yet.
Not quite there, but they have a good core group of players, and they are competitive. I wouldn't even begin to try to say that they weren't competitive. However, you need consistency, and you're going to have to eventually sign players.
You know what? They're just going to need to sign a Rory Rank to their lineup.
Well, I'm happy where I'm at, so that's probably.
Yeah, but you're not extended yet. The contract isn't there yet. Don't put the cart before the horse.
Is it improper to say wait till I get my arm back before I start shopping my value?
I mean, I don't know. I guess it just depends on what you find your value to be and what other people find your value to be.
Coming back to the 80s, my value should be up there.
Yeah, you know what? The thing is, easily overlooked was your bat last year.
I appreciate that.
It was. You were just one of those guys that was stuck behind
I had a heart attack
Jordan
one
for attention.
ball at UFs.
I don't mind being stuck behind the league MVP in these passes.
That could also be sexual if you think about it.
Oh, well. Watching him track out game hit streak.
I'm pretty sure he's on like a 17-game hit streak.
That's common sense.
I thought that's what I thought the Twitter page said 17. So.
Play 17.
At least I'm
Well, it could have dated back to last
I'm
year.
walking back out there to the car. I can drive it by.
Game hit streak because he actually did not have a hit in his first game of the season, and that's the only game of the season he did not have a hit.
All right, well, look at you. Stat guru.
I told Andy.
What's the count here? I have like 2-0.
There's some strikes in there. So.
It only seems that way because you got one shoe on.
Last fact, I had a dirt dog build an SD ratio in 2 minutes.
That helps you throw faster.
Where do they call it a dirt?
Well, I grew up in southeastern Missouri. I'm pretty sure that's the
Pretty sure that's 5.
I almost texted your dad to see if he wanted to go to
Yeah, I've never heard that term in my life, but I
below
swear
if
to
you have
God,
another
if
term
I
for
ever
dirt
found a
dauber.
wasp in my shoe, I would be pissed.
Well, you have a wasp and then you have dirt.
A dirt
I
dauber.
was like so close.
Yeah. Rory, go back to wherever you come from.
Well, Frederick Thomas.
I'm going with Peter. Come on, Goose. Where? Ben Rector?
Oh, just missed.
Where? In St. Louis?
You might call it a mud dauber.
That'd be fun. When is he coming?
October 19th is Thursday.
Ooh, we're going October 23rd. It's Monday.
Did you know Arch Nemesis Brewery is right near the factory?
Oh.
Just so you know.
Sponsor of the Mondo.
Do they have kombucha here?
They do. They also specialize in experimental small craft beer, small batch craft beer.
Can't wait to try that kombucha.
I don't know what a kombucha is, but
Kombucha. Come on, brother. Do your thing.
Yeah.
Kermit the Frog.
I didn't check it yet.
It
Oh!
sounded good, but it's just foul. Just foul down the
Come on, one day, kid.
I think that ball's a little
Cheer up. Put your chin up there, bud.
You know what? Wiffle ball can be a cruel sport. Colin Wilkerson drafted two overall, sitting the bench for this Mojo lineup. What an absolute wild turn of
You
events.
just likes throwing that up, huh?
Everybody else on our team.
Why don't you talk about something new there, bud?
Hey, you know what? How about the double walk to Gus Skibby?
Well, I mean, I think
It's
we'd be
second
lucky
and
to
third.
have him.
Second and third, one out for Samuel Skibby. I assume his full name's Samuel.
Where?
Oh, you have to assume.
It's probably not Samantha.
Yeah, Caleb, Butterfinger.
Samaj.
Oh,
It could be Samaj.
Samage,
Samaj.
like P. Ryan.
That's what exactly what I
That's a
thought. I thought it
warning.
was just Samaj.
I'm pretty sure
Look
it's
at him win again and
Samage.
see what happens.
Samaj AP.
There you go.
Know the lineup, right?
Come on, kid. You got it.
In the whole 3-0 here against Sam, the other Sam.
There are three Sams.
Oh, yeah.
That is correct.
Luckily, you don't have a situation where you have Sam, Sam, and Sam all in the same
We
game.
got enough Mojo to play catcher for you.
Yeah, I'm just as confused as the quarterback.
Doesn't want to lose that triple crown.
4-0 count.
That is also what I have. I don't believe Sam Skibby is swinging here.
He was not.
It's 5-0.
baby.
55 and under, second and third.
Yeah!
One out, Jason.
I have one out as well.
This could get
Game
it.
that
And that
game that you weren't
could
here,
have been
we all struck out.
very far down the field.
The whole team.
Well, that's a good whole team. 2-0.
Every one.
The under 55.
All at one point that night.
Sagio and
Ride in on the hands, 3-0.
who's the other team together? Cheney.
What's that?
Yeah. Sagio and Cheney.
Sam Sean Jason.
Come on, Sam.
The hardest, powerful swings.
You know what? I absolutely love Sam Skibby as a player. I just, I think the only question behind him is, does the fire need to be relit?
We'll find out right here. And he does go.
Oh my God.
You told me to swing, right?
Yeah.
I did, but I mean that was bad.
Wow.
Number 2.
Yeah, I mean,
That's the second time at least this year that Sam Skibby struck out on 55 and under. That's maybe more than his entire SWPL season.
He just wanted a home run again so he could be Jordan.
Chasing up and in. I don't know.
I honestly was wanting to foul that off. It sounds fast.
I need you as a coach.
Probably was in that 55 range.
Yeah.
It's 1-0.
Get off the plate, bro.
Brett's gonna get it.
Yeah, you know what? This is it just seems to be an ongoing conversation of, what is the focus?
He's really slow.
There.
He's fluttering up.
I'm confused what you're asking.
You're right, I just should have taken it.
Oh, have a drink on it.
It's too late.
Alright, let's see if I can figure this out. I have a working there.
Fred Spencer lets it go up.
Red light. No,
Sam
green
can
light.
Dial that in. He brings it over the middle of the plate, right into the zone. It's still a tough pitch to hit.
You don't even know giving it that
He's going to have to throw a strike at some point.
All right, take the single walk.
Another situation.
Get to the better Spencer brother hitting today.
55.
Again,
Pitch coming to
this
Brett
Mojo
Spencer.
lineup has struggled against.
Whoa,
Was it
too
75?
fast! It's 55, Sam!
Who cares?
That's 1-0.
Okay, yeah, you want
It's
that
on
in the
the
ball,
live
why don't
stream.
we just redo it?
I'm not really counting there.
So yeah,
Like it hit.
36.
it's almost like that he's just not scared, knowing that the Mojo are the only team in Mo WIFF history to all strike out on the 55 and under.
Can they do it again? That would be
That would be wild. What a wild ride.
3-0,
This has
3-0. We'll take a RBI. I didn't, but you can.
There's one.
Brett!
Just misses. Floater.
3-0 still.
Why are you keeping count on 55 and under?
4.
Nobody else is
Must
Sam
swing.
Gildenhouse. It's got to be down the
Let's
middle.
swing,
You
let's
know
swing. Come on,
he's
don't be
almost whiffed on 2. You got to give him some.
No.
This is playable.
Mark,
Bowler
down the line.
makes a play out of camera view. Nice little over the shoulder.
You know what? It is a
Blake.
1-0 game,
It's 3.
and this Mojo team just does not
Quentin
care.
got out Sam and
The
Brett.
focus is not there.
All right, let's bear down here.
Well, they don't
we
seem to
talked about
care.
having fun, Jason. There's also a point where you gotta really focus on what's going on and get the win. And you know this may be a concern.
Brett, go pitch.
I think maybe one more.
All right, so we got bottom of the threes. We have Brett Spencer still on the mound. Sam Gildenhouse stepping in. They're only down by 1. Gildenhouse has been able to manage the runs scored against, and we're still in this game. This is anybody's game.
Yeah, you know, I think I would like to see somebody in the Mojo clubhouse to take a little leadership role and maybe get the heads on these players and get them a little bit more focused here.
I'd like to see a team meeting outside of.
Yeah, you know,
before they take the
I
field.
think it's just one of those things that it's like, I get it. You are close to.
Ground ball.
There's a
back
ground
to
ball. Good
Brett.
play.
Makes a good play.
You know, you are close to clinching that 1 seed, the bye. I get all that, but like you've still got several weeks of wiffle ball left, and
Correct.
you need to get in that mindset for playoffs.
Yeah, this.
And if this team is, you know, if they take a mental break here the rest of the year, it could be really tough.
Mark Bowler able to lay off the old Top Gun, which doesn't dive as hard as it's been diving. See if he can put together a good little at bat here. You know, Mark's a guy that can totally
Here's a
tie
guy.
the game.
Here's a guy that could tie the game with 1 swing of the bat. You know, Mark and Brett were both on the original Dingers that became the
Correct.
Pilots.
Correct.
And
Former
they were
teammates.
and they were key pieces to that team advancing
there it is.
in a playoff series
Doesn't pull the trigger all the way.
against the Mambas. I'm glad
Down
someone's
the
thinking about
middle,
us.
Mark just misses
3-2?
that. I'm going to go with 3-2. I think I missed a strike in there somewhere, a ball. But Mark just missed that. What does he get now? And he gets it
Yuck.
in the middle. And it's
2
going to
away.
be a strikeout swinging from Mark Bowler.
You know, I think Caleb has shown us some impressive stuff on the hill in his rookie campaign.
Correct.
But I think even Caleb would tell you that the bat has a lot left to be desired right now.
The bat will never show up.
He just needs a little bit better leadership, maybe.
Well, he was able to get it done.
He needs a
against
teacher.
Spencer
He needs a
Bogad.
teacher.
You know, this isn't slow pitch softball. Eventually, you will develop an eye as long as you stay in, keep playing, and keep working on it.
How's it?
But right now is when you need the rookie #1 overall pick to step up and drive one way out.
What I
to
would be
center.
interested to see is if over time he removes the leg kick,
Correct.
because that is, you know, I came
Unnecessary.
into this
Yes.
league with the leg kick as well, open leg kick, and I quickly realized that all of that movement gives the pitch way too much time to get on you.
Yeah, in wiffle ball, it's totally counterproductive. In wiffle ball, it's hands, it's whip, it's the flick of the wrist.
And it's like Caleb there on that situation. That pitch was not thrown that hard, and his front foot touched the ground when the ball hit the zone.
Right.
There's no way to have your timing down like that.
2-2 the count. See what he's got here. He wears that one.
And, you know, that's the thing is, you know, the Melonheads bats have not come to life this year, but we are one of the deepest diving, you know, film and analytic
what a
teams in the
pitch.
league. I'm sure of it.
What a pitch by Brett Spencer.
Heading to the top of the 4th inning, it is a 1-0 Mojo still. Brett looking as good as ever out there, and he's pitching well. All right, let's go ahead and thank Promotional Consultants. PCI believes that strategy and ideation are essential steps to finding the right brand of merchandise and apparel.
Sam! Sam!
Is that you?
That was me!
I'm distracted.
Let's go!
Public Schoolhouse.
You saw it.
Premier event venue.
I saw it go.
Find them on Facebook, Instagram, and publicschoolhouse.com.
Come on out.
All right, here we go. Here's Blake. You know what? I heard Brett kind of giving his team a little let's put up some runs. So maybe Brett can be that clubhouse leader they need right
Took
here.
it to heart what was said.
You know,
and
he tried to
knows-
play it off like it didn't affect him, but I
Yeah.
think he understands that this team is getting a little laxed out there.
Yeah, he knows what it is. And you know, at this point, the last thing you want to see if you're the Mojo is Sam to find the strike zone consistently. Because that's the only thing he's
Put up
not
some
done
runs.
well this game.
Yeah, and what's crazy, it's 1-0 despite not finding the zone.
Absolutely. Living on borrowed time is what we say.
On the ball.
Yeah, you know, I think it's one of those things that if the Mojo want to just focus up, they could win this game very easily. But
We just had that combo.
the focus. Oh, someone did have that combo.
Did,
That's
in
what we've
fact,
been
have the
talking
combo.
about.
So what you said was taken to heart.
Yeah, I wonder if
Put
maybe
into
Doug
practice.
overheard it, had a conversation with his players. So, hey, let's focus up. We can't be lax. We got a lot of wiffle ball left to play this year.
Said, hey,
you know,
they're-
just because we're the 1 seed doesn't mean we can, you know, take a mental break all the way to playoffs.
Said, hey, they're
Win
ripping
this,
us in the
though.
booth. We need somebody to step up and take control of this
Yeah.
game.
You know, the Mojo have been said a lot of murmurs in the internet world that the Mojo are the choke artist of Mo Wiff. You know, they come in a lot of favorites in playoff series, but not a whole lot of playoff series wins
I find that surprising that they're the choke artist,
for playoffs.
being that they're dominant, but that is correct. When you throw in the playoffs,
Yeah, you know,
That
when
makes
you
sense.
talk about the playoffs,
Come on, Q.
you know, keep in mind, maybe we flash back here to the Paul Pugh home run off Sam Skibby in the playoffs
absolutely.
last year.
Cue it up. I watched that from right center with a weird sadness because I knew that would mean that I had to face Cam, but also super happy for Paul.
Yeah, what's really interesting here, though, is that our entire division becomes secured by a Mojo win tonight. If the Mojo win this game in regulation, the Mojo are the 1 seed, and both us, the Melonheads, and you, the Archers, are all playoff teams.
Can't wait.
So that'll be, now the question will be is between you and the Mojo, who ends up playing us, because we're going to get second and you guys are going to be the wild card teams. I've already determined that.
So I would not. The Archers are not necessarily guaranteed to play the Melonheads right off the bat.
Correct, because those other 2 slots are the wild cards.
That is interesting. I was not aware of that.
Is that 5?
That is 5.
That's 5. Quentin Myers got to be thinking back to that home run last week, wondering why am I taking the single walk, but he's going to go ahead and take it anyways. Allow Sam to kind of fall into his own hole here. Quentin is just a true team player. You know, he doesn't let it go to his head.
What an absolute.
You know what? You'd think that, but Colin seems to disagree. As he got traded by his dad. So you never know what might happen in this league.
The only begotten son.
Yeah, you know.
I heard from the grapevine.
We did get an interview with Colin in game 1 about how he felt about that. You know, he said he's going to keep his options open in the offseason.
I would like to put out there. I heard a rumor from the grapevine that the captain of the Empire, Tom Wilkerson, did want a son for son trade, but my father declined that trade.
You know what? That's real heart there, you know, and that's what kind of guy Doug is at heart. You know, he could not allow his son to go to the Empire
Right.
and just have that kind of season. He wants to win that championship, but he wants his son right there on the roster.
Well, you know, if you're the Mojo, you have nothing short of but championship dreams. I mean, it's championship or bust. And to trade your own son away from a championship caliber team could be. I'd hate to be in that family for Thanksgiving.
You know, that would be a long ride home. All right, here we go. Gus Skibby at the plate now with 2 away. Oh, Gus fouls that one off.
Quick foul. Gus able to kind of dial in here on the riser offering by Sam Gildenhouse.
You know what? I need one of those little bug zappers over here because these gnats
I
are
have
just
them.
driving me nuts.
I meant to bring one after the complaints last game.
Yeah, you're experiencing firsthand the gnats just
Yeah,
hang
they're
out
just
back
in
here.
my eyes nonstop. Oh, look!
Oh, Gus
excuse
going
me,
the other
Sam.
way.
And he
Oh,
makes
what
a
an
great
absolute
play.
gem of a play.
Damn, Gildenhouse.
Oh my goodness, good thing I remembered the GoPros this week because that was a heck of a play.
That was nuts.
Heading to the bottom of the 4th inning now. Mojo still with only the 1 run. But that could be all they need. And Sam Skibby
What do you need?
to change
Okay,
who's
got it.
pitching. Sam Skibby coming in. Click the pitcher's position. Sam Skibby coming in to close out this game potentially with 6 minutes left. Sam Skibby has been quoted as wanting to pick up some saves. That was Sam. You guys are messing everything up over there. All right, we are in the bottom of the fourth, 1-0 Mojo. Sam Skibby coming in to pitch. Sam Skibby has not thrown the innings that he normally throws in a Mo Wiff season.
He led the league in innings pitched in here.
Yeah, which could be why he doesn't have as many innings this year. You know, there seems...
What do you think the difference is?
There-
Jackson throws a shit ton.
Jackson was
Gus.
They got 5 pitchers on the team.
Yeah, you know, there's just been those murmurs that, you know, the fire just isn't quite there this year.
He's old.
And he just doesn't quite want it as bad, you know.
He's old and washed
And the question will be is does he ride the cushion and just continue to sign big deals with the Mojo, or does he try to relight that fire and mix it up and go somewhere else?
Bottom fourth.
It'll be very interesting to see
1-0.
as the dominoes
5 minutes
fall
left.
in the off season.
5 minutes left. Yeah, it's only one.
Yeah, only 1-0. And the Mojo are laughing, smiling, joking like they're winning 10-0.
That's exactly right. We're not taking this game very seriously, unfortunately.
It's something, man. It's, you know what? Hopefully that's the same Mojo that shows up to the playoffs after sitting for so long.
And the Mojo are playing an animal out.
Good pitch.
Outfield here with positions.
Come on, Sam.
Sam quickly ahead 0-2.
Ugh.
Sam's not a hard thrower, but he's got great stuff. He's got all different angles and different things that he can bring. One of those being that pitch right there.
You know, a lot of times with pitchers in wiffle ball, you can use their arm angles against them, but Sam Skibby has so many arm angles, it's almost confusing.
Yeah, you almost just react.
You just can't keep track of it all.
Open.
Oh, off
And
of Quentin.
with the hat flopping around. Can't make the play.
There is some chance right there that, you know, with how deep this roster is, maybe Quentin gets pulled off the field. You can't make too many of those mistakes on this roster.
I got you, right? Yeah. I didn't really see it. Kind of blocked my view, but I have to.
Oh, you know, it was close. It was on the borderline. I tend to lead on the side if you have to discuss it at all. I'll just give it a hit.
Come on, Sam.
Like my errors have to be blatantly obvious. If you discuss it at all, I'm on the side of hit.
So Mark Rogler finds his man first here with one out. Caleb Schweiger in there. You know, and one thing we haven't talked about, Jason, is the fact that the Pilots have been able to bat 3, which is a pretty good advantage. So, I mean, they've been able to see every pitcher, every inning. Maybe
We also batted 3 against the Mojo, and that ended up meaning I went like 1 for 7 in the game.
good pitch. Rack up stats or quickly bring your stats down.
Well, luckily for me, my stats were already about as down as they could be, and 1 for 7, I believe, actually raised my batting average. It's not great.
2 outs here. Sam Skibby looking to get out of this inning, possibly put in another inning's work after this one.
You're right.
Well, the one advantage is that if the Pilots, you know, fall off here, that at least limits the chance that I see Cam twice when I play the Bombers. So I at least have some shot
The good news.
to get a hit. Actually, I had 3 hits off Cam last year, but this is not last year, so there's a good
Nice
pitch.
little sidearm delivery here by Sam Skibby, making it 2-2. Sam versus Sam. Sam v. Sam, and we have 3-2 the count.
You know, I think the question everybody wants to know, and leave your answers in the comments below, who is the best cuddler in Mo Wiff? All right, we head to the top of the 5th inning with 2 minutes remaining. It's still 1-0 Mojo, so we're going to get 2 full games out of this Pilots Mojo series.
What's the inning? We play 5.
We play 5. All right,
That's
so
smart. Good decision, front office.
well, a lot of that I think was because when we went to the 55 and under, we figured games were going to be longer.
It's almost an extra bat. I remember, yeah.
Innings limit for pitchers.
Yeah.
We could base it off of 7-inning games.
Yeah.
60%. So
It was like
basically,
week. It was like
so someone
week
could pitch
3.
like 90% of the
It was
games.
like week 3 or 4, and I was already like, dude, that innings limit ain't gonna
I
work.
had 10 wins. God. I might get 6 this year.
Sam Gildenhouse looking to deal in his last inning of work here.
The Sam versus Sam matchup.
S versus S. And here's the thing: if you're Gildenhouse, you've actually thrown 1 hitter so far. But the Mojo have stranded 7 on base.
Yeah, the
Which is exactly
Mojo.
what we've been talking about.
Brett was throwing a no-hitter and he got pulled.
I was.
Whatever you say, buddy.
You know what? That just
He blew the combined no-hitter. What a loser.
The old combined no-hitter does not.
Well, you know, and that's what's tough with this Mojo team. You know, the Mojo team had no problem benching the 2nd overall pick. They had no problem pulling their pitcher in the middle of a no-hitter. I mean, this team is just so deep. It's just next man up, whether you want it to be or not. You know,
Sam
next man
Gildenhouse
up.
elects
Shaking
to
things
put
up.
Skibby on second base.
You know what? After Sam struck out in his last opportunity, 5,500, I'll probably throw it again.
What is this team doing?
Well, you better find
That's
some focus.
3.
Take your time on the mound, bitch.
Fighting words.
I think we do 2 more of these by the time we're done pitching.
They'll go.
Yeah, he finds it down the middle
Depends
here.
if Gus is there that series or not.
Not really. Sam,
Unfortunately,
Chris,
does
Sam,
not
Gus.
connect with it.
Be a pretty tough lineup to beat. Every inning you get Chris Metter, Gus, and Sam.
Shouldn't do 3.
I said we should, with the expanded rosters, I said we should have went to a minimum of 4 batters.
You should, for sure.
Unless you just only had 3 who could show
I'm
up.
pushing it for next year.
Good.
Well, you're in the front office now. You got some say. Good night. I also think if you require 4 batters, it makes everyone say, okay, I'll carry extra people, which gets more people in the league, too. All right, here we go. Sure.
Is it 5?
Yeah, it's 5.
What? Do you reset the count every time we get to this?
I accidentally screwed up and hit the wrong button. So we have an actual situation.
Crying, Skip.
Brett Spencer pitched a heck of a game, and he could totally bust the lid off of this game right here. Just
Oh, boy.
what occurs? Good night, potentially.
The home
Mojo,
run.
Brett Spencer's had enough. He's seen enough. Get on my back.
Yeah, you know what? Brett Spencer
The
was.
dog was even
Yeah.
having a heck of a
Where
time
my
with it.
dog's at is what Brett said after that home run.
Confirmed dog, Brett Spencer.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there was a dog at the park or that was just the dog and Brett. One of the two.
That's a good line. That was a great line.
Bringing our score to 3-0. Now the Mojo can kind of sit back and say, okay, we feel more confident.
Yeah, you know what? Sam Skibby in line to get a save as well.
Sam Skibby can throw strikes, relax, and find himself in the driver's seat as a pitcher to come in and close out the game in the bottom of the 5th, assuming that the Mojo here don't continue to add runs. Once again, though, Sam Gildenhouse throws a competitive, good game that, unfortunately, hate to say it, Pilots, where you at on the runs?
Yeah, you know what? The Pilots have just shown offensively too much aggression. You know, there was a game where Adam walked like 10 times in a night, and they either barely scored or didn't score at all. And that's just too many base runners. Like, if you have one guy that could walk 5 times in a game, your other guys could also work walks.
Correct.
So, you know, it's just one of those things that, you know, a captain needs to, you know, they need to look at what their team's doing right and doing wrong
Full count?
and help them, you know, coach them up and make them better.
I got a full count.
I have full count.
All right, let's go with full count.
That's ball 5. Puts him on second base. You know what? At that point, you say, hey, my ERA is already chalked. Might as well just walk him.
Well, I would say throw the over 55. Let's go and see what you got.
Yeah, you know, maybe.
You know, you're like you said, the ERA. This game ain't that. So let's go ahead and try to get some outs and go and hit.
Well, you know, the other side of it, though, too, is that end of the year stats, they could be important if you're trying to get a contract. You know, depending on if you're not happy in your current situation, stats are going to speak for themselves.
I want to know how many people would have.
That is correct.
Like the second you did it.
You know, people.
Everyone's playing for a contract now?
I mean, there's only a couple people in the entire league that have a multi-year deal. Almost everyone in the league is a one-year deal. So everyone's playing for a contract just about every game.
Fair assessment.
That's 5.
5 straight drop balls from Gillihouse, which is not a big.
You know what? Doug gave Quentin a little speech there about hitting the ball the other way on the 55 and under. Let's see if Quentin can hit his second. I would love to not be the only one to give up a home run to Quentin.
Yeah, you don't want to be in that exclusive.
Although, hey, you know what though? Immediately, always gave him credit because that was a very competitive pitch I threw. I was throwing hard that night, and he hit it.
Great pitch.
He hit it.
If you go back and
It was a little too center cut.
yeah, but I believe it was a double hit. I mean, I think if you go and look back at the film, it looks like the ball hits twice off his back, which is fine. But it's just one of those things.
No,
that
way in
any way
front.
You can get it,
All right, come on, Chris.
including that strikeout by Sam Gillihouse. You'll take a swing through there and.
Yeah, you know what? This Mojo team has shown the swing and miss on 55 and under. They get a little too antsy. I got one out.
I would think we need to look and see how many people have struck out
Double
under 55. We're getting into that spot where.
Yeah, you know, if we had a little bit more sophisticated software, maybe we could. But it's just not something that this can track.
Not there yet.
Not there yet. Oh,
Get that, Chris.
Inside the
on
loop
out.
here.
yeah, 3-0. I tell you what, as much fun as it is watching these games, I hope someone else commentates the next two because I'm getting tired. Fantastic.
We can only talk about so much.
I'm just, you know, I'm sleepy. You know.
Skibby takeover.
Let's go, Chris.
Oh, the Skibby's in the booth for the night series. That's what you like to see.
Skibbity bop bop.
We're gonna get the full Skibby experience. The sounds of Skibby is what it's
Full
being called.
Skibby.
Hashtag sounds of Skibby. Hashtag full Skibby. Hashtag Skibby fully loaded.
Hashtag.
Come on, Chris.
Comment down below. Comment down below if you got a good hashtag Skibby squared.
I like Skibbapalooza.
Yeah, we got
Skibby squared is a good one.
Oh, yeah.
If you got a good Skibby reference, put it down in the comments below. We're a very interactive game here, and Chris Metter goes down 55 minutes.
Might be getting really close. We might be a lot way here.
At this point, the Mojo may have the most strikeouts on under 55 in the history of Mo Wiff.
Oh, 100%.
That, you know what? If you're
They've
not,
seen more 55 and under than anybody else.
probably everyone else combined.
100%.
It's almost like no one fears them.
Is that what it's like?
I'll tell you right now, I'm not throwing 55 to anybody.
Stats say otherwise.
Yeah, you know what? The advanced metrics are saying you should throw under 55 to this team.
That's true.
They're easier
That's true.
outs under 55 than they are full speed pitches.
Well, they have.
If I'm Sam Gildahouse,
And one was a home run of 55.
Yeah, that's
if
right.
I'm Sam Gildahouse, I may start working the 55 and under
Probably not.
into my regular pitches against them. That's
We're
5.
in a situation here where Gus
Just
has
throw
to
it.
swing,
I
has to
told
swing.
Sammy should start throwing 55 from the get-go.
But then you get
Don't
used to
even
it.
Gus has got to.
As long as it's a one and done every at bat.
This could be.
Come on, Goose. Let's go now.
This could be. This could be 55 shot.
Yeah, you know what? We could dive deep into the
It is,
numbers.
and it's a
If
foul.
he hits a home run and I get up there and you watch him, this is from
Run
second.
it's on the hand. Run
Well,
in on the
you know,
And then
you don't
I'll
deserve
bat.
it, that's for sure.
50 mile an hour.
You don't deserve that respect right now.
Riser, Brooklyn riser. Big swing from Mo, and he
Oh.
jumps
Come on,
and
Goose.
misses.
Let's go now.
Yeah, I mean this team struck out to Tony Saggio
Just
throwing
rip it.
55 and
Crush
under.
it, Gus.
They struck
Let's go.
out to James Chaney throwing on 55 and under. Now they're striking out to Sam Gildahouse on the 55 and under.
You know, if you're Gus, you have to protect him. You know, you don't want to join the club. There it is.
Oh, gosh, that's.
Tried
that
it.
should've hit the scoreboard.
Tried it again.
That should have hit the scoreboard.
I'm trying to go out.
No, you gotta hit the scoreboard.
absolutely just throw your brother right in front of him. Like, that's it. That's what you do. Your brother can decide what to live for right there, right in front of you.
Goes the other way for the single. You'll take that. First and third. 2 away now. Sam Skibby, first and third. A walk would score a run, which means you're going to get your 55 and under if you work it.
Sam Skibby. Sam or Sam.
So you can't foul ball.
I heard that Sam Skibby is all about stats, and he's not that much of a team player. There's a good
What an
pitch.
absolute dive. Sam Gilda.
I don't know. The rule is
Once he
when
starts
you have
dialing
2
that
strikes
in,
and you
that's
foul in the zone.
good times.
Yeah, you know, there's been just so many rumors about what kind of clubhouse guy Sam Skibby is.
Hey, I got a rules question. 55 and under. It's like, if you foul it into zone, is that an out, or do you get another one like the normal AB?
I don't think there's a rule written, so I think it's still the normal one. I think it's still 2.
Stick with the same?
I think it happened, and we said it was.
But,
That would make sense.
Because
Yeah.
if we don't
Stay
write a
consistent,
specific
but-
rule, then it has to follow the regular rules.
Oh, he lays off.
Yeah, that was a good
Come on,
pitch.
Almost rings up Skippy on the inside.
We are getting.
And he gets
Oh, and he gets him
right
looking.
to it.
Heading to the bottom of the 5th now, but not until.
okay, just go close it out.
I don't know. Was the home run that inning? It was so long, I don't remember.
Yeah, you go in the field, right?
All right, so it's 3-0 Mojo heading to the bottom of the 5th inning. Sam Skibby looking to complete the save. Oh, this camera's frozen. Look at that one.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
It's all right. If you want a shot of Blake, there it is.
Normally one of them always does that. So, Sam Skibby would lead the league this year in saves if he completes this. He would also have the most career saves in MO WIFF if he completes this thing.
Yeah, Sam Skibby, all about going down in history. He was the first ever MVP, the first ever 1 overall draft pick. The GoPro is unhappy. It's dead. What? I mean, what are the chances anything happens here?
No, you're fine. Q is there to make the play for the first out of the inning. 1 pitch, 1 out for Sam Skibby.
What have you gotten yourself into?
Prove so much of a fucking powerhouse this fucking team is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it shows.
You're going to get him started. You're going to get him riled up.
It's because I gave a yak up to you, I think.
Hey, you know, it's probably. And there's a good picture of it, too.
You even
He
told
made
me,
sure.
Oh, I thought
you
the
even
first
told
one
me
was
you
straight.
don't know how you fucking did it.
I just heard plastic. I didn't actually see it.
Right. That was a fucking low outside yak.
Yeah, you know,
like
that's like my second hit to opposite field ever, so.
He did take
I'm
a deep oppo.
I'm honored.
I actually got nervous that it wasn't going to go over after I
Were you just a home
Watched
run
it.
leader or were you the batting champ last year?
I was both.
Both?
Well, I guess I wasn't technically the batting I was the silver slugger.
Well, that makes me feel a lot better.
Ryan Brown had a better batting average than me.
Okay.
I had 2 strikes before, and you told me no.
Okay, what do I know? Strike out.
This guy.
Look at what do I know?
2 outs now, very quickly.
I'm trying to mess with this other timeout? Oh, time's out. Because. Oh, fuck. I'm about to.
Okay, it's
God.
one.
Yeah, what'll be really interesting in that night series, these games afterwards, when Tony Saggio pitches against his former team. Tony was not good play. That'll be ball game.
Played by Sam Skibby.
And the Mojo take it 3-0. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you to all our sponsors. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on all major social media. And later on tonight, we will have the Empire versus the Archers. At some point, you'll see Tony Saggio go up against his former team. And Josh Rogers playing against his former team that he used to captain. So those are in the later games tonight, and we will see you guys then.